Hey you guys, I know I haven't uploaded in months and I've been gone for a while and I'm finally ready to talk about what happened. I just needed a break, and I always find that the summertime is the perfect time to do that because, you know, the weather's nice. You know, I'm trying to be out there doing soccer or something, you know what I'm saying? But I did get PDO Threads, what some call a non-surgical facelift, and I'm going to tell you all about it. And I'll tell you how some of y'all were able to get replies and posts from me, even though I said I was on said hiatus. So, what are PDO Threads? In a nutshell, it is when sutures, similar to what you would get when you're getting stitches, are used to lift the face, namely the lower part of the face. I am 41. I actively work out several times a week, and it appears as though genetically I'm susceptible to the lower face droop. So as I have been working out and losing weight, I noticed that my face was drooping. Contrary to what random commenters have said in previous videos when I talk about cosmetic procedures, it's not as simple as you think that working out is gonna somehow magically lift your face. In fact, losing weight and, just natural aging, I lost facial fat and it contributed to my face droop. But also, here's what my trainer, who I've been working out with consistently since 2020, had to say about this subject. I want to do facial exercises to help lift my face. Is that not a thing?
No.
Oh. So we can't do like a lift? Nobody comes in here to lift their faces? Like
They want to lose weight in their face.
but we can't like lift the face?
No.
With exercises?
No.
They ain't teach y'all that in trainer school? Yeah, so there's that. What more about my experience with PDO Threads? So yes, it is a non-surgical facelift. I got it done with Dr. Michelle Henry, who has been my dermatologist for many, many years, and because I talk about her here on the channel, a lot of you guys also now go with her, so the waiting room time can be a little intense because she popular and whatnot. She be on the TV and whatnot too, and just doing her thing. Go ahead, Dr. Michelle. So before the procedure, she numbed me with numbing cream, and just before she did the sutures, she injected me with additional numbing solution. So I was numb to the mug up in there. Now I didn't really feel anything during the procedure from what I remember. I did get this back in May, and today is September 15th as I'm filming this, and it'll be even a little later than that when you see it. And before I took my hiatus, I was on camera, all up on YouTube and on my Instagram, on camera after I got my procedure. So you might have seen some of the little pokes in my skin just right after the procedure. I probably got on camera a little too early, but I was just like, the show must go on. So the little pokes were actually the sutures in my skin. I did have them positioned so that they wouldn't, be all pokey. But I would say as of now that they're probably pretty much all dissolved, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Now I ain't gonna lie, looking back at this footage, I'm like, yo, that looks aggressive. However, it didn't feel that way at all. That numbing was definitely hitting when I got the procedure done. So I didn't feel, it looks aggressive, but I didn't feel, any pain. As a matter of fact, I would say comparing it to like the needle that I would get for Botox or filler, which to me, it pinches. It's not like, oh my God, this hurts so bad. To me, getting the PDO Threads was less of a discomfort than like the Botox and the filler needles. I had no real downtime. Like I was still going on about my business. As a matter of fact, about 30 minutes after my procedure, I went to go meet my friend Felicia from This That Beauty for lunch. I didn't have any discomfort other than if I like laughed or emoted too aggressively, which I'm known to do, so I had to be careful. Like I had to laugh like, because I like to be putting my head back and laugh, you know what I'm saying? Now, but the results, I am quite pleased with the results. Immediately after, I was able to notice lift, and now, like I said, I got this done back in May. This is September 15th, and I'm not noticing the drooping. Like, I'm probably not obviously exactly where I was when she first did it, but I'm not at baseline, so that's amazing to me. Now, here's the thing. The sutures do eventually dissolve. For some people, I hear it's about 3 months. It can be a little bit more. You know, everyone's a little bit different. Now, previously, before I got this procedure done myself, I have heard people say, well, oh, the sutures dissolve in 3 months, so it's like a big waste of money and time and blah, 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 blah. Now, the sutures do dissolve in a matter of time after you get the procedure done. However, the procedure itself stimulates collagen. So if you remember from watching this video, and if you don't remember, if you're new here, I'm gonna put you on. Collagen is the protein in the skin that keeps it snatched. So when you get this procedure done, you are getting that boost of collagen. So you're gonna be able to retain a little bit of that snatchedness after the procedure. So you may not go back to baseline, which is basically essentially the point at which you started from. And you may not need to do another thread procedure for another couple of years, but of course, you know, everyone's different. And like I mentioned before, if you're interested in this or any other cosmetic procedure, you must do your proper research, vetting a well-established, someone with receipts. Look up the receipts, man. On someone who specializes in cosmetic procedures, and I would go so far as to say that also someone who specializes in skin of color, because some of these procedures, the way our skin can react to it, you want someone who is well versed in skin of color, you know, poking and prodding in your skin, you know, because not every, whew, telling you from personal experience, not everybody should be touching our faces. Now let's talk cost. I live in New York City, and the cost here can vary vastly from, you know, other places in the country. Like, you know, obviously rent in New York City is gonna be more than somewhere in, like, I don't know, Wichita, Kansas, and you know, they price accordingly. Also, costs are gonna vary depending on the person that you go to. Obviously, a more skilled person is gonna cost a little bit more. But from what I have seen, prices can range from $2,500 to $5,000 per procedure. Again, pricing is going to vary based on a number of factors that I just mentioned, but you definitely want to do your thorough research and get the receipts on the person that you're going to, whether you're getting a deal or you're paying a bundle. And also, this is probably not something that you want to go searching up on and getting a Groupon deal. I mean, do you, but also something to take into consideration, not everybody's going to be a candidate for this. You need to have a thicker dermis and a little sun damage. And for some people, depending on what your concerns are, sometimes these non-surgical procedures, if you keep getting them done, the cost, sometimes you might want to just go and get a plastic surgery procedure, but definitely do your research on that. So, you know, I'm no stranger to getting filler done. However, filler would not have addressed the drooping that I had. As a matter of fact, filler could have given me like that pillow face, like that overfilled kind of look, like that flat kind of look. And it also could have been like, you know, a little waste of my time and money if I was to try to get filler my lower third face to kind of address the lifting. So between myself and my dermatologist, we decided that the PDO Threads was a good option for me at the time. And how I was able to reply to y'all when I was on my hiatus is because I wasn't. It was my assistant, Lene, putting up community posts and replying to your comments while I was away. Shout out to her for holding things down. Now, if you have any questions about PDO Threads, leave them in the comments. I am usually the most active. I'd say right now, give it about a couple hours after a video has freshly uploaded to my channel. And speaking of filler, if you were curious about it or you're about to get it, I highly suggest watching my filler playlist, which I'm going to link here. Bonus content, you know, a little surprise for watching all the way to the end of this video. I gotta ask y'all a question, right? And I wasn't sure if I wanted to address this, right? Because this has never crossed my mind. Do you feel that YouTubers owe you an explanation before they go on a break? I never thought that y'all would even care that much that I went and took a summer break, because I figured y'all was out summering too, right? I got a comment from someone. I'll put them here on the screen. And you're probably gonna have to pause to read it, because I thought about reading it, but it is kind of long and I didn't want to intimidate you with my first video coming back being too long, because I know sometimes you look at the time and you're like, oh, I can't be invested in that. However, the gist of these two comments is that this person is really super duper invested, or was, because they said they unsubscribed. Very invested in the channel, and it's kind of saying that I'm fake and phony for not letting you guys know what was going on, and then continuing to have just community posts come up without uploading a video, right? So first of all, I just wanted out on the record here that I had planned this whole like tape and whatnot stuff to kind of troll y'all a little bit when I came back from my hiatus, because you know I like to be a little funny, whatever. And if you don't appreciate that, then you know it's like whatever. Then you ain't got to watch me. That said, let me know your thoughts on when a YouTuber goes on an unannounced break, because I gotta be honest, this was a lot to read. I felt like a lot was dumped on me. I felt like a lot of it was untrue and unfair. But y'all let me know.